It's Sarah with mynaturalbabybirth.com. How's it going? I'm driving home again. If you haven't noticed the past few videos, it's the same trip. Anyway, I just wanted to say today there are 3 stages of labor. We'll sum them up really quick. If you don't know, they're kind of different, and there's lots of different kinds of labor, but the 3 basic stages of active labor, where you are heading to the hospital and right before you are pushing out that baby, just 3. Early labor, you're from like 0 centimeters to 4-ish centimeters. It's lighter, they're not as strong. The contractions come about, anywhere from 7-8 minutes apart to 15-20 minutes apart. Everybody's different. You can still walk through them, you can still manage them, they're easy. You might think they're false, but they're consistent. The next stage is active. You're always in active labor, but active labor is, we're turning, hang on. The car in front of me, their plate says BB tank. Okay, anyway, when you're in active labor, about 4 centimeters to 8-ish centimeters, that's when, I'm 2 to 3 minutes apart, 4 or 5 minutes apart, you're in labor now. This is usually when you want to head to the hospital. They're stronger, you might feel them in your back, they're down in your gut, in your belly. Okay, hang on, I'm turning. And this baby's coming. This is great for walking. You will absolutely know you're in labor at this point if you've been walking and they're not going away. Okay, the 3rd stage of labor is transitional labor. This is the hardest one. Oh, and did I mention each successive one? First one is the longest. Second, first one can last a couple weeks, actually. Transitioning from falls to early labor. The second active labor, can last an hour to a couple days. Depends on what you're doing. Okay, transitional labor. This is the peak of your climb. You're climbing this mountain of labor, and this is that straight up face you need to climb, but it's only like 10 feet high. Okay, excuse the metaphor. But it's the strongest. You're gonna widen the most right now. You can go from 7 centimeters to 10 fully dilated in one contraction, or it can take a couple of hours. It just kind of depends on you, what's going on. But it's the shortest. It's the strongest and most intense, but it's the shortest. You will know when you're in transitional labor, absolutely. It's usually more commonly around when your water breaks, if it hasn't broken already. And then as soon as you feel that urge to push, it is over, and that baby's descending. So 3 stages of labor: early, active, and transitional. Early you can live with. Active, we're turning again. Active, you know what's going on, you can help it along. And then transitional, the worst but the fastest and best, because you are almost there. And then once you can push, you can do something about it. Okay? Easy. 3 steps. Remember, you can do hard things. Bye.